The sun may be setting on Yellowstone, but the fire it ignited isn't burning out anytime soon. With the flagship series approaching its long-awaited conclusion, Taylor Sheridan is ensuring that the Dutton saga continues. The latest spin-off will center on two of the show's most complex and beloved characters, Beth Dutton and Rip Wheeler. Their love story has been forged in fire, tested by tragedy, and built on sheer grit. The Dutton Ranch has seen its fair share of betrayals, battles, and bloodshed. Now, as the dust settles, fans are left wondering, what's next? Can this new chapter live up to the Yellowstone name, or will it mark the beginning of the end for the franchise? The end of Yellowstone. As we know, it is a legacy in the balance. With the final episodes of Season 5 set to close the book on John Dutton's reign, the landscape of Yellowstone is undergoing a seismic shift. The show has long grappled with themes of land ownership, power struggles, and the unrelenting grip of history. Now, as the financial crisis that threatened the ranch's survival reaches its climax, it's time for a new beginning. But does that mean the essence of Yellowstone is changing forever? Fans have followed Beth and Rip's tumultuous, passionate relationship for years, witnessing their highs and heartbreaks, their triumphs and tragedies. Their love story is as raw as the Montana plains, unyielding, weathered, and resilient. So it makes perfect sense that Sheridan is betting on them to carry the torch into the next phase of the franchise. Beyond the ranch, can Beth and Rip carry a show on their own? The final stretch of Yellowstone hasn't been an easy ride. Season 5 was riddled with behind-the-scenes drama, most notably Kevin Costner's controversial exit, which threw a wrench into the series' trajectory. But despite the chaos, one thing remains certain. Yellowstone's impact on modern television is undeniable. Its ability to weave together high-stakes drama with intimate character studies is what has kept audiences hooked from the very beginning. And now, all eyes are on what's next. Beth and Rip's upcoming spin-off, while still shrouded in secrecy, promises to explore uncharted territory. Their journey has always been one of survival, not just of the land, but of love and identity. And if Sheridan's track record is anything to go by, this new installment will be anything but predictable. What happens to Yellowstone without its heart? The announcement of the spin-off is both a sigh of relief and a bittersweet farewell. It confirms that Beth and Rip will make it through the Yellowstone finale, but it also solidifies the idea that the original series is truly wrapping up. Their survival ensures that their story isn't over, and yet it also raises pressing questions. What does their future look like beyond the Dutton Ranch? And more importantly, will it still feel like Yellowstone without the rest of the family? While some fans welcome the idea of a continuation, others are wary. The Yellowstone universe has already expanded with prequels like 1883 and 1923, both of which offered compelling backstories to the Dutton legacy. However, spin-offs centered on existing characters come with their own set of risks. The magic of Yellowstone isn't just in its breathtaking landscapes or dramatic power plays, it's in the intricate web of relationships that define the Dutton family. Stripping Beth and Rip from that dynamic could alter the very essence of what makes their story so compelling. But perhaps that's the point. Can the spin-off stand on its own? Sheridan has never been one to play it safe. He thrives on pushing boundaries, taking characters to their breaking points, and testing the limits of storytelling. If the Beth and Rip spin-off is to succeed, it must carve out its own identity while maintaining the spirit of Yellowstone. It cannot simply be an extension of the original show, it needs to be a reinvention. One of the key factors that could make or break the spin-off is the presence of Carter, the young orphan who found a home at the Dutton Ranch. Introduced in Season 4, Carter's journey has been one of quiet heartbreak and resilience. Though Beth and Rip never fully embraced the idea of parenthood, their bond with Carter is undeniable. He represents something neither of them ever thought they could have, a family beyond the chaos. His inclusion in the spin-off could add a new layer to their dynamic, offering fresh storytelling opportunities that go beyond the romantic drama. However, Carter has been largely sidelined in recent episodes, leading some fans to worry that he may be left behind in this next chapter. If Sheridan truly wants to explore Beth and Rip's future, Carter's role should be a crucial part of that narrative. He offers them a chance at redemption, at building something new in the wake of all they've lost. The fate of the ranch, what's left behind. And then there's the question of the ranch itself. Yellowstone has always been about more than just the people. It's about the land, the legacy, and the brutal, unrelenting nature of power. If Beth and Rip are moving on, what becomes of the ranch? Does it fall into the hands of an unexpected successor? Could Chief Rainwater finally reclaim what was once taken from his people? Or does the land simply fade into legend, marking the end of an era? Speculation is already running rampant. Some believe that the spin-off could take Beth and Rip away from Montana entirely, perhaps even to Texas, where Rip's past connections could come into play. Others think that the ranch might still be a focal point, but with a shifting power structure that forces Beth and Rip into new roles. Whatever the case may be, the success of this spin-off will depend on its ability to honor the past while embracing a new direction. Is this the right move for Yellowstone? One thing's for certain. Taylor Sheridan isn't done with this world just yet. With multiple spin-offs in development, including the Madison and the long-gestating 4/6's Ranch series, the Yellowstone universe is expanding at a rapid pace. And while some fans worry that Sheridan is simply stretching the franchise too thin, others are eager to see where he takes it next. The Beth and Rip spin-off has the potential to be a worthy successor to Yellowstone, but only if it avoids the pitfalls of being a mere cash grab. It needs to tell a story that justifies its existence, one that gives these characters the depth and evolution they deserve. Because at the end of the day, Yellowstone has always been about more than just cowboys and cattle. It's about legacy, about love and loss, and about fighting for something greater than yourself. Beth and Rip's story isn't over, not by a long shot. And if this spin-off is done right, it could be the next great chapter in the Yellowstone saga. Whether you're excited or skeptical, one thing is certain. Sheridan isn't letting Yellowstone fade into history without a fight. With Beth and Rip leading the charge, the next chapter promises to be just as intense, dramatic, and emotionally gripping as the original. So, saddle up, because the ride isn't over yet. And if you don't want to miss a single update, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let me know in the comments, are you ready for what's next?